Well, this is definitely something a little bit different. It's a Queen's Beast themed coin, but not from the Royal Mint, from the Pobjoy Mint. Is it any good? Is it something that I would buy? Probably not, and most dealers and coin buyers out there would probably agree. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a warm welcome to you all joining me for this week's edition of In Focus Friday, the show where we take a good close look at cool things made of silver and gold. Now this week we are featuring something a little bit different, something that I certainly would not have bought for myself. It's another Queen's Beast themed coin, and you might think to yourself, well, Backyard Bullion, you absolutely love the Queen's Beast series, why wouldn't you buy it? And that's because it's from a different mint. It's from the Pobjoy Mint, not the Royal Mint. I'm a big, I guess you could call it Royal Mint snob when it comes to these things, but there is a reason for that, which I'll go into a little bit into this video. I don't really want it to be a kind of overtly negative video towards the Pobjoy Mint or any other private mints out there, but private minted coins tend to be things which don't do very well investment-wise or premium-wise, and you often will pay significantly over the odds for the actual coin compared with essentially what value it will have to other collectors on the second-hand market, and especially to dealers out there. But nevertheless, it is something that's pretty cool, and a big thank you to the subscriber of mine that sent it through to me. Paolo, thank you very much. As I said, it's not something I would have got, so to be able to showcase it for you all here today is pretty cool, pretty different. And here it is, the Dragon of Wales. It's a very different take to the Queen's Beast series, somewhat cashing in on the success and popularity of the Queen's Beast series, one might think, from the Pobjoy Mint to create this coin. It is something that's different. There's no arguing that. It's, of course, a lot smaller. If we look at some of the specifications here, it's a fine proof silver. Now they do say proof fine silver, but there's nowhere written on there that it's 999. I have stuck it on the Sigma. It is 999 silver, but it would have been nice to have that on there. Weight 12 grams with an issue limit of 475. So that's the mintage. Just a different way of writing it. And it's bimetallic, so it's got a gold clad outer ring. So it's very much reminiscent of kind of like the £2 coins that we have in the United Kingdom, although it is smaller than the actual real legal tender £2 coin. And the big difference here is it's from the British Indian Ocean Territory. So utilising some of the lesser known kind of Queen's head countries and territories around the world. One does wonder why it had to be that institution rather than something else. And you do see that a lot with these kind of private mints, that they basically will end up using things like Tristan da Cunha, random little island in the Atlantic, or it's a multitude of many others as well, to kind of make it as original as they can, I guess, to make it look as good as they can as an actual coin. So from that perspective, it's always a little bit dubious. And as I said, it's not Royal Mint, and that makes a big difference. So for me, being a Royal Mint snob, I guess, is prudent in certain ways, because ultimately it's something that will be recognised and protected. I have found these coins to be not particularly good in terms of value going forwards. I did a little bit of research for this particular coin here, retailed from the Pobjoy Mint directly at around £55 to £60, depending on the postage costs that you end up paying. And then I've seen plenty of options on eBay where they're around £30, maybe 40 if you're lucky. So of course, when you factor in the eBay selling fees, PayPal, postage, all of that, it's not something that you can look to flip and make money on. It's questionable whether or not something like this would be good over time. There are questionable ethics around the sales of these coins, and it's not about the manufacturing of them. The Pobjoy Mint has made them, that's for sure. And that's fine. They're a private limited company. They can do whatever they like. But often you find the sales tactics that go along with commemorative coins like this can be quite pushy and quite targeted at older people, vulnerable people, and the like as well. So from that perspective, it's it's a different take. I'm going to just try and get the shade on the coin so you can see the bimetallic difference there with the gold outer rim. I have to say I'm a little bit kind of disappointed, I guess you could call it, with the gold cladding on the outside. It doesn't seem to be that high quality. You can see that there's like a little bit of, when I put my the shade on it, you can see that there's a little bit of sort of fading of the colour of the gold there. It really isn't that high quality. It's nice, don't get me wrong. There's some good detailing on the dragon and the shield, but it's not necessarily a kind of raw mint proof coin, and that's saying a lot considering the quality of the raw mint proof coin sometimes. So from all things told, it's not something I would buy. It's not something I would recommend buying either. And one of the big things and problems with this type of coin is that you do get absolute pittance for your money if you take them to dealers. Sometimes that is the case with proof coins as well, but more often than not, some dealers will at least recognize that a proof coin has got a secondary market that they can look to make a profit on, and they'll give you more than spot price. But the sad fact of the matter is that the vast majority of these coins from private mints, like the Pobjoy Mint and many others as well, end up being worth scrap silver value, unfortunately. The only benefit to this is that it's proof 909 silver, but it's not even something that I would personally melt down and put in the melting pot if I had the option, because it's got the gold cladding on there, and I wouldn't want to potentially miss, my basically my assay targets at the Edinburgh Assay. It's not that there's going to be much gold in here. It would be microscopic amounts of gold to clad this coin. Anyway, look, I've been very, very negative on this. I was kind of worried about this video making it because it is a nice coin in its own right, but it's not really very nice at the price point that might pay for it. If somebody came to me and said, would you like to buy this for spot price or 10% over spot price, I'd probably buy it because it's decent price silver, but I certainly wouldn't buy it as a collectible or something that we could look to sell on. There's just, in my opinion, not really a buoyant enough market for it. And I think that a lot of the sellers of these coins kind of know that as well, and you often do find them hanging around quite a lot, ready to be sold on. So it is different, it is unique, it's a different take on the Queen's Beast series for sure. It's not something that I would get though. I'd love to know your opinions on this particular coin and its uniqueness and different, whether or not you have it, if you're going to get it. If it's something that speaks to you, then it would be great to hear from you down in that comment section. Otherwise, a big thank you to you all for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. As always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.